I've been talking about a lot of teams this weekend that people don't talk about, and probably the number one team, maybe a team that I haven't made a video about explicitly in a very long time, probably ever since they traded Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. But of course, I'm talking about the Utah Jazz today. That's exactly why I made this channel, because frankly, I don't really want to invest a lot of time into making a Utah Jazz video when it's not going to do well in the algorithm. But in this case, if you're a Jazz fan and you want someone to talk about you, well, I am here to do it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Little Rusty Bucket. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a hype if you really want to help the video do well. The Utah Jazz, the last couple of years in this new Lauri Markkanen era, they've had stretches where they've been good. Like, oh, this is not like a surprise that they're pretty decent to open this year. But so far, the Utah Jazz are 2-2, and their game against the Portland Trailblazers the other day really should have been a win. They just kind of lollygagged, and I believe it was the third quarter in that one, and ended up giving away that game. They made like some really crazy comeback to get back into it in the fourth quarter, but fell just short of actually getting there. So that is unfortunately results in an L, but they very easily could have been 3-0 if they didn't have that brief lapse. They also lost the game to the Kings by 1. So like, we're very close, very, very nearly on the margins of this team being 4-0. They're actually currently 9th in the NBA in net rating with a plus 5.4, and their offense has been awesome. Their defense has been acceptable. They're currently 4th in offensive rating, and part of this is Lauri Markkanen has been on a fucking scorcher to start this year. You're looking at that right. That is 34 points per game from him. Something I want to point out with Lauri, people think Lauri Markkanen's like just a 3-point shooter. That's not true at all. The man shoots usually about the same, if not a little bit more 2-pointers per game. And so far this year, he's taken 12 on 60%. I'm not sure what he's shooting at the rim, but I'm almost positive it's very good. Yeah, he's at 90% at the rim this year. 56% on those floaters, and he is taking double-digit 3-pointers per game, which is exactly what you want to see out of a sharpshooter like him. He had a down year last year, and I think a lot of that was just a byproduct of the Jazz putting less of an emphasis on getting him the ball. He was playing alongside John Collins, which was kind of weird. His 3-point percentage took a bit of a dip, but this year he has felt liberated. He has been very confident. He's also playing a lot of small forward, which I think is really interesting. For all the talk about the Houston Rockets and their tall ball lineup, the Jazz have been starting Walker Kessler at center, Kyle Filipowski at power forward, and Lauri Markkanen at small forward. Obviously, their positions are still listed at center and power forward because I still think they're playing most of their minutes there. But when that lineup is out there, they look quite good. So Lauri's been on an absolute heater. The next thing that stands out to me, Walker Kessler is taking threes, and they are currently going in. Now, of course, I'm not expecting the 75% mark to maintain, but it's not just that he is taking them, and not just that he is making them, it is the confidence behind these shots. I watched their game. I think he was 3 for 4 versus Portland, if I am not mistaken. Yeah. 3 for 4 from outside, 2 for 2 his first game. Didn't try 1 versus the Kings, and then 1 for 2 versus Phoenix. He seems like he can actually do that shit. And that in combination with the fact that he's getting a little bit more free throws, he's being a little bit more aggressive around the rim. It's starting. Oh man, what happened here? What happened in this game? I didn't watch this game versus Sacramento. What the fuck, Walker? Why? What? 3.6 turnovers, 9 rebounds, he shot the ball 1 time this entire game. I'm struggling to wrap my head around that, because if you remove this one game, bro's averaging 20. Good Lord. Anyways, yeah, Walker Kessler doing a lot more offensively, up to 17 points per game this year. And though I don't think he's going to shoot 75% from 3, I do think him having more of an offensive presence is very, very plausible. The next thing, Keyonte George. While his 3-ball has been very rough this year, he is shooting really well on his 2s, shooting exceptionally at the free throw line while getting there at a really high volume. and he's averaging 9 assists, although 4 turnovers is not exactly great either. Something else I feel the need to highlight, because my initial first game reaction to the Jazz starting lineup was, why the hell is Fee Mikhailuk starting? He's been kind of awesome. He has been really fucking good as soon as I pointed that out. And Bryce Sensabaugh has been kind of booty cheek. So, maybe, just maybe, Will Hardy knows a little bit more about the NBA than I do. I do think that is plausible. Filipowski has not been as amazing this year at that power forward spot. He was really, really good in his rookie season, just a consistent play finisher. But I can't be mad at him. Taylor Hendricks, not very good on the offensive end, but his defensive impact has been felt. Oh, I can tell you my number one complaint with this team. Jusuf fucking Nurkic. What is happening? I recognize he's technically putting up decent numbers in this time. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2.8 assists, although he's matching the fucking turnovers there, so it's really not that good. But bro's out here taking threes. He's out here taking the ball up the court. A couple of times in that Blazers game, he took the ball up the court, and it was just absolutely baffling to me. We really don't need any of that, dude. Between Kessler, Filipowski, and Lowry, just play one of them at center at all times. Play Lowry as the quote-unquote small ball center, despite the fact that he's a damn 7-footer. But why is Jusuf Nurkic playing, dude? What does Jusuf Nurkic keep doing to earn these minutes? Let's see what this let's see what his on-off is. Maybe I will be proven woefully incorrect here, and his on-off numbers are actually phenomenal for some fucking reason. Let's see. No. I think this is just bench and starter situation is the problem here, because I don't think he has this kind of defensive impact. But it wouldn't shock me if the offensive difference was that significant. But overall, yeah, negative, plus, minus, on, off. Stop playing him. That's my main beef with this team. Ace Bailey, I would also like to see get more opportunity. However, he has started his season with some kind of some kind of illness. Not an injury, but an illness. So he's been playing very minimally as a result. However, I do think I'm going to have to retract my him being my backup rookie of the year pick. That is now, of course, going to VJ Edgecombe. However, VJ's been so fucking good, I don't even know if VJ is my backup pick. He might have eclipsed Cooper Flagg, but again, we'll have to see with the season going along. The one thing of this, I don't think the Jazz are going to be a playoff team, but they're going to develop a lot of these players further. Walker Kessler, you thought Danny Ainge was asking for too much for Walker Kessler before. If he turns into a stretch 5, that man's going to want 50 first-round picks for Walker Kessler. And then Lauri Markkanen as well. Him having a big bounce back year, we did a video reacting to Bleacher Report's proposed trade ideas, and one of them, which is funny because he's also off to a crazy hot start, but one of them was Austin Reeves and then plus extra draft capital and shit for Lauri Markkanen, and I'm like, who the fuck does Bleacher Report think Lauri Markkanen is? They're not going to get Austin Reeves for the guy, but they could get a more substantial trade package as a result of just how damn good Lowry has been this year. So, hey, can't be mad at him. Can't be mad at him at all. I think he's going to get that trade value up, and I'm really looking forward to him being on another team. But also, I'll say this. This is my major hot take from the Jazz. Okay, I like Keontae George, but I don't know if he's the best option for their point guard spot. Their shooting guard spot, thought it was going to be Sensabaugh. It might be a little bit up in the air even still. Lowry, Kessler, and Filipowski. I think that front court, that's a good enough front court for a good ass playoff team. So theoretically, let's say Devin Booker is available for a trade. I think a Devin Booker type player added to this team would make them a playoff team in the West. I don't know if Utah has bigger aspirations than that. I don't know if they want another high pick in this year's draft, but theoretically, if they were just hey, we'll give you guys Ace Bailey and Keontae George and whatever salary filler necessary, you give us Devin Booker. I don't know if that trade is even reasonable, but something like that where they get an all-star guard, I truly think this team is an all-star caliber guard away from actually being a playoff team. That said, though, I don't Lowry's not going to average 34, obviously, but other than that, I don't think there's much about their offense that isn't sustainable. So I think the Jazz could be one of the better offenses in the NBA this year. I would say they're a playoff team in the East, but they're not in the East. So that's rough, buddy. But yeah, I actually kind of like watching them play. I like to mention a lot of the time that like I don't really hate franchises that much. I really don't. If there was any franchise, if I had to choose to like actively dislike, it would be the Utah Jazz because their history is whack. Utah is gorgeous. However, I don't really like anything about Utah besides for the scenery. But when you have a fun basketball team, you have a fun basketball team. So fuck it. I kind of like the Utah Jazz right now. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye.